All right. Good evening, Zelda 1 Randomizer race fans. Do we have a treat for you this evening? We are at the Rookie Rumble 3, the 2024 Rookie Rumble. We are in the semifinals, and we are in game 2 of 3 between the Pirate Sheep and cUstOm. The first game was quite something. We'll touch on that in just a moment. But first, I also want to add, we are joined by our tracker, Diesel Pilot, and I'm joined here in the commentary booth by Ratboy. I myself am Neo No Name. Ratboy, it's a pleasure to commentate with you today.
Oh, absolutely, Neil. Yeah, this should be a great match, and as you alluded to there, Game One was the third closest race in Z1R history. Um, so let's see if our runners can top that tonight.
It was we'll make it the we'll get it up to 2 or 1. It was within a second and a half, give or take. It was very, very close. Absolutely edge of your seat watching it.
Yeah, it was close enough that it had to be retimed, and so that that race is you're on the edge of your seat at the end, and as you can see from the bottom left corner there, ThePirateSheep did come out on top. But with how close the race was for Game One, I would expect this one to be no different. And cUstOm looking for a little bit of revenge from such a small loss there on his side.
Absolutely, and the racers have been let loose, so we should be seeing them sink in just a moment. I see cUstOm is at about 8 seconds at this point in time on their timer, so we're about ready to get fired off.
All right, let's start at Vanilla 1. Let's get it out there nice and quick. Right?
Vanilla 1, I support that. Oh, not exactly.
2Q7? Pretty close.
All right, let's get these two up and running here, right? So we're doing our regular Rookie Rumble flag set. So that's a Wood Sword start and 8 bombs. Oh, and Wizrobes on the overworld, mind you. That's always interesting to see.
Yeah, it makes early game a bit tougher, but it means that they're not in your dungeon. So, you're not going to have to fight 8 blue Wizzies ever in a room to get your ladder out of or your bow out of. So that feels good. It just makes overworld movement a little more treacherous in the start. And okay, well, a 5 small secret there, not great.
No, not the best that we've seen, but ideally we'll see it made up for in the medium and the large secrets.
Yeah,
this
is okay. So you're not going to come down from here. You're going to up an A.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the exact problem with the early game Wizrobes in the overworld is you're hitting the choke points pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean Vanilla 2 is an awful screen anyway, and being that close, it's just as fast to do the quick up and A. So let's see, we've got 2 more Armos over here. See what our free item is. Other free item that we know about is going to be the Recorder as the white sword item. And that'll be obtainable at 4 hearts in these flags.
Yep, and in addition, in those flag sets, we've made it so the magical sword is at 10 hearts. So we should be getting some of these extra items early on. Oh, and there is a take any for cUstOm.
Ooh, and a max mid secret. So regardless of what the other ones do, you're not going to be hurting for money. I always say that the mid is the one that matters the most. A good large can make up for a bad mid. Oh, and $1 bombs.
Oh my goodness, we are not going to have to worry about bombs this seed. So we've gotten a few of the Armos checks down already, a few. And there's cUstOm picking up that mid secret as well. And by the way, we have the letter being picked up in the Vanilla Letter Cave.
Yeah, and cUstOm is gonna beeline the Armos items. It looks like. I like to play ThePirateSheep finds level 1 up in the northeast corner though. Always a dungeon that you're happy to see early.
Yeah, it's small. You have your 2 items that are inside it. The only risk you ever run into is that level 1 likes to eat keys. And if you're not finding them at the rate that you need to in there, you may have to pop out and then pop back in when you can.
Yeah, and that 5-pair lock room will only drop in 1 there. And as we see, ThePirateSheep does get his first key out of it there. So, there's a Goma that we're locked into, but quick little up and A. We'll just have to dodge the enemies here again.
Now, did I catch that hint right? Gleeok lurks with the ladder? I did indeed. Our tracker has updated. Ladder in 4.
All right. That's great early knowledge. Custom finding the any roads here. I didn't see where it started, but I'm guessing it's like the burn bush desert cave, and well, there's a ladder blocked Triforce in one.
Well, thankfully the hint in 1 tells you exactly where to go to get that ladder. And number 1, the first of the any roads, I missed it myself, but number 2 ended up at the push block on the coast. 3 was just northeast of Vanilla 1, and then as we saw, 4 was up there on Death Mountain.
Yep. It looks like Custom just clearing out East DM while he's up here. Smart play off the any road. Then you never have to travel back up this way again until you come back to 6, because it's dark nuts and it's early. Probably not really what you... Well, there's the Triforce, so we are out of here.
That'll be nice and easy. Any roads or not, picking up that Triforce in 6 and popping on out can always come back once you get the recorder.
Yeah. And that's one nice fairy explosion. 4 fairies, look at that. 6, shape 6, can be larger than 7, 8, 9. So it's one where you're really hoping you don't ever have to come back to.
ThePirateSheep still digging into 1.
Okay, so there's any road 1. It was the river cave there across from Forgotten Spot.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I mean this, nice clock, grab that. Grias and bunnies and likes, it's not the worst enemy set, but it ends up being a lot of sword stabs on that wood sword. Bunnies are 10, nice second clock, likes are 9. So, it's not the hardest room, but it's a big time sink, and especially the blue Grias love to snipe you, so something that you gotta watch out for is that last second turn and a boomerang coming right at you.
Exactly. It's not the hardest, but it hurts when it hurts. You bump into one of those Paul's voice, that's what, 2 hearts from just getting a little bit too close?
Yeah.
Oh, but a fairy certainly helps that out.
And it looks like we've got to go to Death Armos tonight. Well, cleared out a nice straight path there. The map is nice because it tells you there's a bomb wall here to the left that, you're not going to waste 6 of them coming down that entire line to find out where to go.
Otherwise, you're playing that fun game of Find the Bomb Hole. And by the way, there is our Armos item at Death Armos, but Custom does not quite get it before Death Armos lives up to its name.
Well, seeing that it's just the raft, you can go back next time you're in the area. I don't think you're going to prioritize it now.
It's close enough to one of the raft checks anyways, that by the time that you're looking at raft checks, it's time to, you can swing back through Death Armos.
Yeah, and our recorder is right next to start there at 1Q8. So as soon as Custom picks up another heart, be able to pick that up. And ThePirateSheep getting the first item on the board with the book.
Book's a good pick up this stage of the game because you're going to get an atlas with the book. So that is the map of every single dungeon that you walk into.
Yeah, that's a great early find. Saves playing that Find the Bomb Wall game that you were mentioning just a minute ago there.
Absolutely, and it looks like when we take a look at the coast item, we did not fully randomize everything today because the coast item today is a heart container.
Yeah, probably going to stay there unless, it's the last heart needed for Mags, or something like that. Mind you, was that level 3 at right on the coast as well?
It's about 2 screens north of First Quest 8 under a burn bush.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in the East Forest there. Gotcha. Alright, so it looks like our floor item is either under the Gleeok or that one key door beside the Triforce. This is unfortunate for custom. Without beams there, you're you're not going to get them. But he should be able to hop in there with beams now.
And we're about to find out if that was the drop room for one. And there we go, the red candle.
That's another really nice early game upgrade. Repeatable offense. It's great for guerrillas. Likes.
And I don't think that ThePirateSheep had taken a blue candle from a take any. I may have missed that if so.
He did, yeah, he did already have
did,
one,
okay.
But yeah. Yeah, he took it from the same spot custom and got his.
Gotcha. And so, you know, sure you lose a heart container potential, but with the red candle, especially early game and with all the bubbles floating around, by the way, nice 106 big secret. With all that floating around, it's good having that early game repeatable offense.
100%, yeah, and you know, these runners are great runners. Don't let the rookie part of the tournament fool you. You know, the one heart isn't going to make or break them throughout this seed. Maybe early game on the overworld with some of the Wizzies and stuff, but you know, at the end of the day, they're not going to care too much about not having that one extra heart.
And speaking incidentally of hearts, Custom managed to find the floor heart in level 3. And since Custom knows where the recorder is as well, I can imagine, and is not far from it, I imagine we'll see a pickup not too far from now.
Yeah, and so while he was doing that, ThePirateSheep went ahead and spent that money and got himself a nice blue ring.
Fantastic. Nice defensive upgrade early on. Oh, that's a screen you hate to be on there with Pirate.
Yeah. And it's looking like I think we're key blocked here out of 3, so Custom just going to go ahead and take that Triforce.
Well, but we don't head in the direction of the recorder. We are going... Oh, perhaps... Well, I was going to say perhaps to go buy a key, but we don't have the money for that. So it looks like we're just going to continue our searches up in Casino Corner.
Yeah, I could see clearing out the northeast here. Sort of exactly, you know, the loop Pirate just did and it, you know, is doing here. Finish up to the waterfall and then up an A and then you grab the recorder from there. Oh, we got a level 5 on top of the waterfall.
And there's Custom finding level 1 as he continues to poke around in the northeast section.
Yeah, and so with that key door there, it's a great time to actually just clear out those 2 screens, and then come back to the one, because then you're not only sort of hopping out of the dungeon to pirouette it, but you're gonna clear out that corner, and then you don't have to go back to it, you know, unless you came across another level or something. But
yeah, it's a great call. Or things got a little too dangerous in the overworld with a blue whiz robe screen, but I don't believe that is one over there. Oh, is that a bait block? Oh my goodness, I think it might be. Unless we find the transport in these bottom 6 slots.
So, I mean, he did have an open stair to the right. Was it an item and I missed it?
I didn't catch one either.
I saw him poke his head into it. It was a dig dogger in a corridor stair.
Well, ThePirateSheep definitely thinks that there's more to be had here, and by the way, here is Custom finding out that Triforce is ladder blocked.
Yeah, and look at the work that red candle just put in.
Oh, excellent. I guess that is that for 5. Time to go find some bait.
Okay, and we're seeing in chat that was the transport there, so I'm surprised he didn't take it. All right, Sheep now finding his recorder there.
Sheep heading into 3.
That's It's an awful little top linear section there.
Yeah, those linear sections, sometimes they're helpful, you know, especially if you're one of those people who doesn't like to bounce around too much. You like to keep things as straightforward as possible, but you also run so many risks of being blocked by keys, blocked by bombs, blocked by a Goma or a dig dog or on a shutter door. It can get kind of hairy up there on a linear path.
Yeah, I always get worried about ladder block first and foremost. You know, one of those horizontal moat rooms there.
Oh yeah.
And then being that, you know, that's sort of as far away from the start as possible because you've got the chute, so you have to go a long way and go around.
True. Custom now has the map and now can see that there's that spot over to the left to be able to bomb into. So bomb supplies are running low.
Yeah, not a ton of red Grias in this one to help replenish them either.
Alright, you have to make the choice on whether or not you want to bomb that wall or count to 10, and it looks like we're going for the wall. Pirate Sheep now getting that floor heart in 3 as well. Just before this, Pirate Sheep also had an opportunity to see the recorder, so knowing where that is and knowing that they're able to pick it up, I'm sure that will not be too far off in our futures.
Yeah. And with, it may have just been the map that actually stopped custom because he didn't know sort of where to go here. Because I'm not sure that he even made it up to this key door here, so we will get to see what the item is here in 3. Oh,
That's a nice upgrade at this stage of the game.
That's a phenomenal upgrade. So white sword, blue ring, red candle. Pirates ready to mow through these dungeons. Alright, Custom gonna get his book here.
Alright, there we go. Pirate picking up that Triforce in 3, Custom picking up that book in 1. The knowledge of the maps, no longer an advantage for Pirate Sheep, but having that advantage went ahead and got him that combat upgrade with that white sword. So we'll see how long that potentially can give him an edge.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that Custom is gonna have enough keys to get the red candle out of here because it's the key door beside the Triforce. I don't think either of these 2 rooms dropped one on this side.
I think you may be right. There's one right there. Alright,
Okay.
just enough keys.
Yeah, that'll get him his red candle and knowledge. Like, you know, red candle is nice, but the knowledge to know that you've cleared the items out of here. Oh, he's gonna save it.
Interesting.
Okay,
Oh, he's trying to
and
farm for bombs.
yeah, he didn't have a bomb to go down into that last room on the left either.
Hints, and there he goes. A very helpful hint if you hadn't looked at the coast. Unfortunately, both runners have.
Yeah, that just feels like the community version of a helpful hint. Hey, just go look over there. You can find out what it is, or we can let you know.
So among those 3 hints, we found one that we already knew by going into level 1, one we already knew by looking at the coast, and a boomerang.
Well, and here's what Pirate Sheep is interested in. It's an ugly level 4, but you know he knows that his ladder is waiting here. So
3 segments that ladder, it might make him work for it. We see Custom taking advantage of the 1 rupee bombs. The randomizer being very friendly on bombs.
now I wonder if he can get a 5er here. Does he go pick up a ring as well? It's right there.
see. Maybe you have to check in that cave. Oh, no, guess not.
Oh. Tough whizzy screen there when they all swarm you at the top.
Absolutely. And PirateSheep picked up something in the in that last room. I think it might have just been a key, but I didn't see it since it was just the noise and auto pickup. Oh my goodness, Lionels.
And the leg. You can see every frame that the sword is moving.
Oh, more hints. No feat of strength will save the princess. Power bracelet not required. And a good hint for 3. That Manhandla has the white sword. cUstOm is now aware.
And our any key is in 8.
Well, there's 2 items in 8, and one is very good, and the other one is personal preference.
Not worth digging. We can leave it at that.
And now the compass in 4 in another segment.
Yeah, so we got to make our way to the Tetris piece for the Triforce. And there's the ladder.
Excellent. Both PirateSheep and cUstOm have the information that the ladder is in here, and obviously PirateSheep went digging. cUstOm assumedly will do the same, and so a ladder or bust. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if both of the staircases for the different segments are both in the lower right-hand segment by the entrance.
They are, so that'll save, as long as cUstOm goes down when he hops through this one, he'll get his ladder, he'll get his compass, and he'll know that he doesn't have to clear these last 4 rooms that Sheep is going through now. It's not a huge amount of time, but, it'll save him 20-30 seconds.
As we learned in their first match, every second counts.
Every second does count.
PirateSheep taking advantage of the bomb refill room and finding the heart container on the floor.
Yeah, cUstOm using those bombs to great effect against the Vires, just to speed the room up. Alright, and there PirateSheep goes clearing out the whole top section, so now he knows that this has to be his transport.
Pirouette in the bomb hole to save a bomb, and ooh, that was a very close wallmaster.
Oh, I think that was a fairy force because he was being very careful there. Unfortunately, it looks like it may have been a key door down, and he didn't want to spend it quite yet.
Well, there is PirateSheep picking up that Triforce in 4, and I imagine cUstOm is not that far behind.
Yeah, he'll still have to go down to get his ladder, but I don't think he'll leave this top section without seeing every room. Oh!
Oof.
Alright, Sheep finding that other hint shop. So both the hint shops were within 2 screens of each other. That's nice.
Yeah. Close hints. A little pricey on that second one there. A little too pricey for what PirateSheep can afford right now, but we'll see how that changes. Seeing as how we don't have any hints yet about the bow or the silver arrows, we may very well invest in some more hints before this game's out.
Yeah, the thing with hint shuffle is, though, even if the hints don't give you direct knowledge, you sort of get indirect ones. So, cUstOm, as nice as it would be to have the white sword, knows that, a required item is not in 3 now, 2 non-required items in 8, as nice as the NEQ would be as well.
Exactly.
So as much as you love the bow ladder and Silver's hints, um, any information is where not to dig if it's not the ones you need.
Absolutely reasonable. So I mean that puts us right now for the bow. We got between 2, 5, 6, 7. Still a lot of options, but considerably less than before. And to exactly your point, 8 is a big dungeon. 8 has a lot going on in it, and you don't want to dig that if you don't have to dig it.
Yeah, you're really hoping now that bow is 2 and Silver's are 5. Leave 6, 7, 8 out of it tonight. Another take any for PirateSheep there. 7 hearts and a blue ring already, so pretty healthy there on survivability.
Yeah, working his way up. I'm not sure if we've seen... Oh, there's level 8 incidentally. I'm not sure if we've seen Mags yet on the overworld, but once he gets to 10 hearts, he's ready and raring to go.
Yeah, and with that ladder, he knows where heart number 8 is if he needs it.
The messy little segmented 8 over there.
And unfortunately, this dig of 4 is taking custom a little bit longer. Well, that is...
the one room segment.
That is a... We are not coming back here. Now, he only knows one of the items in there. But that's still enough knowledge to say, yeah, I don't really care.
Alright, we'll do some poking around up here on the candle row. While Custom is working his way through the that bottom right-hand corner of the top segmented 4.
Yeah, got to be careful. Every Lionel beam is 2 hearts. It's a hard room to maneuver yourself around.
It looks like he's backing out at 8, but from the direction he's moving, either it's time to go buy more bombs or it's time to go buy a blue ring. Maybe even both, because I think he's got enough money for that.
I think he would, because it's vanilla 250. And the reason you see that more often than not is it's got a plus minus 50% on its roll, but if it rolls more than 255, then it just reverts back to 250 vanilla. So he's got enough for... What's that? 20 bombs if he could carry them and in his blue ring there, so I like the play.
Incidentally, neat pickup from the Pirate Sheep, which is going to be helpful for the bait block that we have.
Yeah, and I saw in chat the transport actually stayed into the bottom section.
Oh yeah.
So it is useless, which means that it is 100% bait block required tonight, which is always fun to see. Maybe not from a runner's perspective, but from our side. Oh, Custom getting pretty close with those wall masters as well there.
And I believe that was a hint for Meet the Old Woman Along the Coast, which I always conflate these two, but I believe that's the hint for Magical Sword is somewhere along the coast tonight.
That is, yeah. The White Sword hint will always tell you what the item is. Megs will just say meet the person. Alright, so 7 in the Deadwoods for Pirate Sheep here. The blue ring and white sword just putting in work there.
Seven, not the worst that 7 could be right now in terms of sizing. A couple choke points in there, but overall could be nice and easy. Could be.
Yeah, that definitely is not a huge 7. And we've got an immediate staircase. Is this going to be transport or item? Transport.
cUstOm opted for the staircase that went off to the Triforce. Now knows, so they have to go back up to the top section to go looking for that ladder.
Yeah, and it'll feel a little bit bad when he gets back into that blue Lionel room and sees that it was just one room down, but these things happen.
And chat question in there, does cUstOm know the location of the white sword? Yes, actually. cUstOm does know. They were in 3 before they found out, though.
Yeah. So cleared it out and then found the hint shop to let him know that his offense upgrade is in there if he so chooses. Oh, great bomb there.
Oh yeah, excellent. Because we're going to leave that last room over in the bottom of the 7 column for PirateSheep side. Because, after all, don't want to burn too many keys right now when you're down to just 1.
Yeah, the one-off room always feels bad to leave behind, but with 1 key, and well, there's a Triforce. More than half the dungeon to still see. Recorder in hand. This is a quick out.
Yeah, maybe gambling exactly like you were talking about, Rat Boy, hoping for 2 and 5 having what we need to finish up this game, never having to dig 6 or 7.
Yeah, and the recorder in hand makes that sort of call easier, right? If you only had half a dozen rooms left, then I could see, you run through them quick because you're just looking for a stair. But with, whatever was there, 13, 14 rooms at least, you take it, and if the game says you got to come back and check this, then you can do it later.
Oh, exactly.
Alright, cUstOm finding another take any there. Looks like he's going to pick up his recorder now. And actually, being right here, maybe go pick up the heart too. It's only 2 more screens.
Yeah, you're close enough. I mean, it helps a little bit with defense, working your way towards mags. And a matter of fact, may in fact be going that way.
Yep. Yeah, with just the 2 extra screens, it's not a huge deal to grab it. And then if you do, come across more dungeons and more hearts before you find mags, this one may make all the difference between being able to get it straight away or not.
Oh, hello, 9. That's a big 9.
That is a chunky 9. Alright, PirateSheep gonna find his raft here. And it looks like cUstOm is gonna head straight back to 1 now. Bombs in hand. He does have a key to get into that key door to see the red candle. And the ladder to get the Triforce, so.
Yeah, which is fair. It gives you a full complete on 1. And maybe it's not exactly early game anymore, but it is still very, very helpful having that red candle at this stage of the game.
Yep.
Well, let's find out if the raft is required at First Quest 4.
Not here.
Oh, we are going to pick up some arrows, though.
Alright, Neo, so where do you think the bowl will be tonight?
It depends, honestly. If I'm looking for what's going to be best for our runners, or what's going to be best for those watching. If it's best for the runners, 2. Really hoping for 2. If it's for us, oh gosh, I'm hoping 6. 6 will be an adventure.
Alright, how about bow in 2, but the silvers are Goma blocked somewhere in 7.
Oh, that's just evil. I like it. I like it a lot.
We still give them a nice bow, right? It's gonna be on the floor. It'll be free on the floor too. They won't even have to clear a room. That's a big 6 too.
Yes, it is. PirateSheep making his first foray in there, and boy, it's something getting an opportunity to look at that.
Can I change from a Goma block in 7 to a Goma block in 6? Because that's meaner.
You sure can.
Nice Dark Knight combat there. Sort of always just staying, a half tile or a tile ahead of the Dark Knight so that you can catch them before they turn.
Yeah, it's a great great style of combat here from PirateSheep. I mean, PirateSheep and cUstOm are both excellent at what they do in terms of combat, which is one of the reasons why they play so close together in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, very equally skilled runners here.
Alright, cUstOm gets at the waterfall the secret and should be going up the stairs to hit 5.
Yep.
cUstOm's going to come across, interestingly, I'm sure, the same information that we already found about the bait block, and will be out on their way soon enough, I imagine.
Yeah, you can only see 6 rooms of this, so... See the bait block. One more up, I think?
Yeah, I think the bait block is one more up, and the output of the transport's either here or one to the left of the bait block. I'm not entirely sure. Incidentally, I think it's this one. Incidentally,
yeah.
I'll go, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna agree with you. There's the other side of it. cUstOm gonna take it back just to confirm, but unless this was a fully segmented 5, there's only gonna be one set of transports in here, so those have to loop.
Yep. And with a quick Triforce and 6 PirateSheep left, another one of those, it's big, it's scary. We'll come back when we have to.
Yeah, 100% makes sense. That 6, I mean, I would go back to 7 before I went back to that 6.
And we have chat hypothesizing that 9 might be small and extra evil. It can certainly be extra evil, but we got a chance to see 9. Boy, 9 is not small.
Yeah, 7 was quite small. 8, I mean, it wasn't a super long look, but yeah, it was looking a little on the larger side, but 9 is quite hefty. Alright, so cUstOm seeing there. He does have one more room to check. I know PirateSheep bombed into it from the right. I don't know if he tried from this room or not. But actually, he never killed the Dig Dogger either.
Interesting. A fair point. And it looks like cUstOm is preparing to do so, yeah. And PirateSheep out of bombs up on Death Mountain. Oh, that Dig Dogger gave nothing up.
Looks like cUstOm is just going to say, not worth it. Didn't clear the, whatever it was, 8 like room, but, I mean, don't blame him. It's not a fun one, and, you may have to come back for an item anyway at this point with the knowledge he has. So if that is the Triforce, so be it.
And PirateSheep is going to come back into 1 and really quickly get that Triforce and head on to the next adventure, I imagine. Now, I don't think we've seen 2 from either runner. I know we got the hint that Dodongo dwells on Death Mountain, but I don't think it's been popped open, unless I've missed something here.
I haven't seen it. I didn't even see the hint, so I didn't even know it was on DM. So you're a step ahead of me, but no, neither runner has seen it yet. cUstOm still hasn't seen 7 or 8 either. But he's going to be out of bombs here at the connector, unfortunately.
There hasn't been a whole lot of Death Mountain action. That's a good point over there, chat. PirateSheep was poking around in West Death Mountain and ran out of bombs, and then and headed on out.
Yeah, and it looks like the plan was a quick up and A. I'm wondering, have we seen a bait shop yet?
We've seen a couple bait shops, I think. I have at least one on my little tracker over here that was down by the Vanilla Wood Sword Cave. But I do think that we've seen more than just that one. I believe ThePirateSheep actually bought bait, if I recall correctly.
Oh, bait is with arrows, gotcha. Yeah, Diesel, tracker extraordinaire in the background.
The trackers here, they're the real MVPs of all of this, because they're keeping us honest as we sit back and we miss all sorts of different things over on our side, but they catch everything, the all-seeing eyes.
Yeah, make sure we know what we're talking about, and yeah, there's the bait for ThePirateSheep, so we will get to see what's in this 5.
By the way, since it was just popped up into chat there's a list of those of us who are over on the commentary and tracking, myself, Ratboy, and Diesel, working hard to make sure that you guys are getting an opportunity to see this and enjoy it. In the meantime, I'm also popping in there the links to ThePirateSheep and Custom Shield. Give him a follow if you can. Oh, and by the way, in the middle of that is a very nice item to find in 5.
So you didn't need to buy the blue ring, you just had to go buy the bait to come back to 5.
It's the cheapest way to get it.
Yeah. Easy.
Well, red ring, just tank the land molas, go straight for the Triforce, and you are out of here.
Yeah. I mean, ThePirateSheep was already doing a great job with combat and sort of aggressive play with the blue ring. That just gets magnified now.
They're popping in and out of the room, ideally resetting some of those poles voice to a little bit easier enemy set. Well, one of them at least.
Yeah, easier or less pokes. I think probably what he's hoping for was something that didn't take quite as many sword swings. Alright, there's Triforce 7 for Pirate, but Bow and Silver is still outstanding.
Now here comes the question, with Bow and Silver's outstanding, say you pop into 2 and you do find the bow on the ground, do you roll the dice and just go for 9?
So what would he would have an item in 6, 7, and 8, because he only knows the one item in 8, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a lot.
Or do you take the alternative route and you go to the hint shop, the one that he hasn't spent money at? Doesn't have the cash now, but may make it by then.
If he had the money, I would probably buy hints, because it is close to start. I would probably, and that would give me the answer for 8. If I was gonna pick one, I would only go back to 7, because it was small and you saw half of it.
Yeah.
I would not be going back until 6 or 8 until I knew that silvers weren't in 9.
Well, I think we'll get some information in the not too distant future, since we have both of our runners digging into West Death Mountain, and it is likely we'll see 2, maybe in West, maybe in East, because I don't think we fully cleared East, but likely we're going to see over here on the west hand side.
Yeah, and real Sam Ganji making a good point. One of those items is a PB. Right, because it cannot be, because important items are not in 9.
That's true.
So Power Bracelet has to be in 6, 7, or 8. So it would be a 50-50 shot. I may still do 7 just because it was pretty small. But I definitely wouldn't be back in 6 or 8.
Is this R2? It sure is.
Another pretty linear dungeon there.
Custom only a screen away from finding 2 themselves.
Now, and for anyone that did miss game 1, Custom actually went to 9 looking for silvers, which turned out to not be correct. So I wonder if that would play in the back of his mind more than ThePirateSheep's tonight.
That's a fair point, especially since, as we've called attention to a couple of times, It's the third closest game in Z1R tracked history that we have. It's 1.56 seconds, I think, difference between the two of them. And cUstOm being the, as you can see, the not necessarily the beneficiary of that trip into 9 a little bit too early. So he may very well be incredibly nervous about making that call if the bow is found in here.
Yeah, and to echo chat, if you haven't watched that one, it is definitely worth a quick search on. I think it was SpeedGaming main. Definitely worth watching. It was a great race.
All right, both runners really getting their work done in this 2 that kind of looks like a key. As they start going up and poking into the different teeth to see what they can find. As a reminder for people out there who maybe are not super ingrained in the Zelda ecosystem, in shapes 2, we will get our item on the floor, and there it is, as I say it.
It's near the shape of a bow.
It's rounded on one side, that's true.
Alright, there's the Triforce for cUstOm. ThePirateSheep right behind. So now you have the choice to make. So I go to 7 and then I'm going to 9. Unless obviously the bow is not in 7.
Yep. I think that's spot on. At least for how you want to focus it, right? Because ThePirateSheep, you know, to the point that's already been made, right? It's 6 and 7 have the power bracelet and the bow, but not respectively necessarily. But 6 is big, and we're still going in there.
Yeah, and Pirate doesn't know that the second item in 8 is the any key. Because he only had the one hint shop that had the magic boomerang, so...
He may take this sequentially, 6 and then 7 and then 8, and see what he gets. Well, he'll figure something out before he gets to 8, but he may be planning on doing it sequentially.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we know he'll come across the bow in 6 or 7. This is just so many rooms.
Yes, a hefty one. Incidentally, Wood Sword Cave found over at the grave. Not that it matters all too much in this flag set, especially with the red candle, but it's always nice to know that it's hanging out there.
Yeah, almost as far away from start as you can be. And I think, was our bomb shop the rare shop? I'm thinking it was, because I think it's the only one we've seen.
Part of me wants to say I've seen 2, but I don't have 2 marked. I only have 1, so you might be right. It might be the rare shop.
Yeah, just the one near start at the Armos.
Yeah. Though to be fair, I've missed quite a few things. Commentating distracts you from tracking sometimes.
Oh, 100%. Alright, so cUstOm now into 7. Be curious to see what he does once he finds the Triforce.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more information than ThePirateSheep does about what's going on over in 8. But ThePirateSheep also knows what's in 5, and cUstOm does not.
Yeah.
So does not to go in there. So, I mean, they're at a similar level of a loss right now, in terms of information. Similar.
Yeah, I mean, cUstOm now knows he doesn't need his raft that he left behind at Death Armo, so that's nice.
I do think... Oh gosh, has cUstOm gone to 8 yet, actually?
No.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, because I thought that they might know where everything was. But yeah, if he hasn't seen 8 yet, then that is a good hint. That's helpful. You know that he made the right choice.
Yeah, and Diesel saying that one bomb shop is the only one he's seen as well, so... Yeah, unfortunate when you get 1 rupee bombs, you only get them in one shop.
I still think it's worth it. Bombs are a precious resource in this game, and you know, if you can do a really good job of counting to 10, you can go get some extra ones. But You know, sometimes that's a little hard to do. So having them at 1 rupee doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah. I try to count a lot. I just don't succeed very often.
Exactly. The amount of times that you're like 7, 8, bop.
Yep.
1, 2, yeah.
The worst is when you actually drop the bomb, you know, after 9, and then you get bopped right before the bomb goes off.
Oh yeah. When you run into that with the triple Dodongo rooms too, where you end up getting bopped as you're placing bombs in the right time.
Yeah.
It's loads of fun. Now, I gotta say, PirateSheep has seen a good section of this 6 at this point in time. It's a big 6, but he has really gone on the world tour.
Yeah, it looks like, I think he has sort of top left, top right now, so... Oh no, just the top row. Top row and then a couple in the middle on the left side.
See if there's easy access to the top row then. And there's cUstOm finding the Triforce. cUstOm will dig.
This room, I think it may even be better to just reset it and just run out before they get a chance to move to the door, because they won't start that close. So.
Goma creeps with the bow. What a hint.
All right. So I guess cUstOm may be seeing if silvers are here in 7 then.
And if they are, this makes it worth the dig.
And if they are, I think PirateSheep is going to 9 before he would go back to 7.
Agreed.
After he pulls the bow out of here.
So that might be a big differentiator. If silvers are found in 7, it may look like cUsTOM's behind by 3 Triforces, but that can be pretty quickly equalized.
Yeah. Yeah, they both have what I like to call closing speed, right? Is you know, once you're in, you know, knowledge and go mode, both of them can close it out very quickly.
The power bracelet. Oof.
Oh, maybe he has seen 8? Because it'd be interesting to not pick up that power bracelet if you haven't.
He got a hint that there no feat of strength was required.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, so we can fill out our tracker. It's going to be wand and silvers in 9.
PirateSheep, what do you oh, sorry, you haven't seen the bow. Haha, we only know about the bow. That's fair. And now PirateSheep knows about the bow as well.
Yep. Yeah, and I'd be surprised if, I mean, the 7 play with how many rooms he has left is not actually a terrible one. But, I mean, you've got bow, you know, it's a 50-50 gamble to go to 9.
Yeah. Based on this routing, a little fill up at the fairy fountain, and then off to 9.
Yep.
No quest for the mags though. PirateSheep could swing by the coast, get that heart, pick up mags, and close it out, but he may be feeling a little rushed at this point.
Yeah, that's a long tour for the sword, but especially when you know you've got, you know, a long tour here in 9, because, well, you've got one piece of the puzzle.
Considerably shorter tour than we thought. Still have to find those silvers though.
Yep. The important one, you know, first and foremost, is going to be those silvers so that we can actually take down Ganon.
Which reminds me, for our lovely announcement of level 9 over there, what did we just see? Rat boy.
So we saw a shutter door that Pirate Sheep had cleared all the enemies in the room but did not open, indicating that that is Zelda behind there. So as he's looking for the silvers here, he'll also be listening for the roar of Ganon. That'll tell him that Ganon is one room away. And once he has found the silvers and killed Ganon, that shutter door will pop open even if the enemies do respawn in there.
We are very close to start with that, which should make it very, very easy. But who knows what we're going to see. Silvers, for all we know, might be in the far right top corner, Ganon in the lower right, all over the place.
Yeah.
Level 9 does level 9 things, especially at a size like this one.
And Pirate cannot buy a staircase yet.
An inadvertently linear 9. Oh, that's a tight one there. And there they are.
Top, almost top corner there. Well, that hunt is over.
cUstOm has now found 9, but they're still poking around in different places right now, so maybe they didn't find 8 at all. So I think you were correct at the initial state of that one there, Rat Boy.
Yeah, I did forget about the no feat of strength hint.
Alright, so now it all just comes down to that roar of Ganon. How fast can PirateSheep go find our favorite pig wizard?
Yeah, that never happens when the first stair you find is your answer.
Oh yeah. And there's, and someone correct me if my math is wrong, because sometimes I forget, but there's, I believe, 6 transport stairs in 9, and since there's an entrance and an exit, that is 12 total stairs just for transports, and then 2 more for the items. So that's 14 stairs in 9, and the first one was the silvers. Oof.
Yeah. No, you've got that 100% right. Yeah, lot of staircase to go through. And usually, if you're looking for silvers, it feels like, you're going to see 4 sets of transports at least.
Anyways, cUstOm did find 8, found that single room segment, found that Triforce in that single room segment, and they are off to presumably find some bait. They just passed by a bait shop, though, but they may not have actually found it there before. Perhaps they know of a cheaper one.
Oh, and Diesel's giving us the count. This is 57 rooms, and when cUstOm was back in 8 there, it was actually quite a small 8 because it was very holy. So yeah, not surprising that we've got a chunky level 9 here. All right, so we're working around this. The southeast side.
cUstOm is off to take the trek from 6 to 5, or sorry, from 2.
He didn't
they're going into 2.
He didn't see the boomerang.
Oh my goodness! Uh-oh. This cUstOm still has a pretty good amount to get through then if he's going to go looking in all the rooms that he hasn't had a chance to take a peek yet. PirateSheep's got a pretty big lead out there in 9.
Yeah, and this is the boomerang room for cUstOm here. Yeah, I'd say PirateSheep probably has over half of sort of Ganon coverage, right? Because you don't have to touch every room, you just have to be adjacent to everyone. So he's done a really good job going up sort of that 9 column to make sure he didn't miss the one-offs and the blank. And now try to stay on this, 1 row down from the top so that you can hear top and bottom.
Is a lot of coverage though, with nothing found so far.
Yeah.
There is cUstOm in 6, where he knows the bow is hanging out.
And look at him put that boomerang to use.
Got to put a lot of work into getting it. Might as well make it valuable.
Perfect enemy set for it too in these first couple rooms. PirateSheep trying to turnstile clip there. Once you miss it once, you have to sort of move out of the block to reset it. So that's why he got caught up this second and third try there.
Yeah, that one's a little bit of a fun clip to pull off.
Yeah, it's definitely not the easiest in the world. Hey, nice one.
Yeah, find the other item in 9.
And that was super close to start as well. That's funny.
Getting low on the bomb count for PirateSheep, though. Oh, it may not matter, though.
If he gets a bomb pack, he's got 2 choices of walls.
There it is. Let's see, do we go south? We go south.
Alright, so it's gonna take 8 swings with this with this white sword to take down Ganon. That 2 there, 3. 5, 6. One more. There we go.
A quick up A, and it's off to Zelda.
Yep, just a couple rooms away. So let's get our GGs in chat for the PirateSheep. Gonna finish up an official time of 1 hour 27 seconds.
Wow, great work from PirateSheep. Great work from both of these runners, and it looks like we're gonna continue on with cUstOm just to see what we get.
Yeah, great ran race. I mean, the white sword really helped catapult that lead, but we are joined with the PirateSheep. GG's.
GG, PirateSheep.
Hello.
Yeah, so looked like it was pretty smooth sailing for you there.
It was until I had to dig an item out of 6, an item out of 7, an item out of 8, and no money for hints. I got lucky that Bo was in 6, and then I faced what I'll call the cUstOm dilemma from yesterday of do I just dig 8 and go 50-50 on it, and it turned out to be a good choice.
Yeah, so the other hint shop did tell you that the other item in 8 was the any key. So
okay.
so cUstOm had the 2 item knowledge in 8. And then he dug out 7, which obviously was the power bracelet then, when he was there, because he didn't get down to the Deadwoods until late. But was it in 7 where he saw the hint for?
Yeah, 7 had the
6?
hint for Goma had the bow, and that was right next to the room with the power bracelet too. So that was a bit of an upend.
Yeah, I think getting the. Let me look at my tracker. Getting the white sword pretty early was a big help. Book out of 1, like 5 minutes in, was a real nice time save. But yeah, it was a little strategic, but it was a good seed. I liked it.
Yeah, that white sword was huge over in 3. Going through and finding that, cUstOm found the hint for it, but after he'd already left through with the Triforce and just never went back to it. So that was that, and when you had the red candle also out of 1, got that a bit earlier too. And with the book, as you mentioned, it just gave a bit of an offensive advantage early on in the game.
Yeah, I was a little concerned because I've been doing kind of poorly when they give you offense in the early game. So I was just thinking, okay, he's got it too. We're gonna have a for having a quick fight to take advantage of that combat. But yeah, makes it a little easier.
Yeah, and you bought the blue ring before going through 4. Custom went through 4. You guys were in 4 at the same time, but he had full rupees but didn't spend the money first, so died in the Lionel room, one above the ladder, which then in turn would have been one beside where the compass was, tell him that it was the other segment. So then sort of cleared out the whole left side when he didn't need to. Sort of like you did after, because he found the other staircase for the Triforce segment, from the little start 3-segment area. But yeah, so right after that, he up and A, then went and bought the blue ring. But yeah, never went back to 3 for the white sword. So you were just your clearing speed was faster than his was all games. So
yeah, 4 was interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a dungeon segmented like that, where it's like a Goosebumps choose your own adventure type of dungeon, where left goes one segment, right goes the other segment.
Yeah, it was.
And I definitely was fortunate with the blue ring, because I picked up the 2 big secrets in the northwest, and then just had 255. The next door I opened was a blue ring shop. I'm like, okay, the game is telling me something. There's Wizzies on the overworld, gonna be needed.
And incidentally, joining us in the booth as well is cUstOm. cUstOm, GG.
GG cUstOm.
GG cUstOm.
GG PirateSheep.
Yeah, as we were just discussing, sort of the story of the seed came down to digging 3 out. So PirateSheep had the white sword, and he bought the blue ring a little bit before you did. So he had the sort of offense and defense advantage throughout the seed. So just a little bit quicker clear speed.
I wanted the sword, but looking at my map, there was a shoot room that was blocked by likes. That just felt like a lot to get through, and then I think I either ran out of keys, or I felt like I was going through too many keys, and I wanted to hold on to them.
Yeah.
And I just, Mags has been, for the most part, pretty easy to come by in this flag set, and it just didn't happen. So.
Oh, and I mean, you just got the hint for it, right? He'd never got the hint for it, so Pirate just stumbled across it. So you had the Triforce out of there. I wouldn't have gone back either. I would have said, "Damn, I really want that," but I'm not going to redig a dungeon for it. But yeah, he sort of in his clearing had the book already, so had the map, so knew that he had to bomb north out of the room to the right of the shoot room to go up and get around. So yeah, just came into it, sort of fell into it on path. So
the phrase "better to be lucky than good."
Yeah, well, I mean, it came down to sort of you found one first. cUstOm went and prioritized the Armos item, which I'm a big fan of doing. So saw that it was the raft while you went to the northeast and you found one first. So you had the book a little bit before he did. You got the red candle before cUstOm did, because he didn't have a bomb left to check one of the rooms and only had one key. So left those 2 rooms off for a little bit. So yeah, you just got off to a smoother start, unfortunately for cUstOm.
Which it's crazy to think about, because I thought my start was kind of rough, because you walk into 1, it's ladder block for the Triforce. You walk in, I go to 5 next, and there's the meat block, and I'm like, oh, it's gotta be one of these type of seeds.
I mean, but 1 told you where to go get your ladder, so what more can you ask for?
Were you feeling
even that the ladder dig out of 4 was kind of garbage? I felt like, at least. Well, again, I was on wood sword the entire time, so.
Oh.
Yeah, and you died to the Lionels, the 1 room above.
Yep.
Yeah, because we had seen, because you and Pirate were both in 1 at the same, or in 4 at the same time. So we had seen where the ladder was. So when you were in that room and you were trying to bomb them out and work around the blocks, because it's not the easiest room. Anytime you get a bunch of blocks in the way with Lionels, you just don't get the maneuverability, right? And you can see the lag going. It's like, it's only one shot, and there it was, and then that sent you to clear the rest of the top left of it first, and the Triforce segment too, unfortunately.
Yeah, I thought the dig of 6 was rough for the bow. I think I full cleared 6 and then missed like a room that was dead center of the entire dungeon.
Yeah, that's what we saw too.
Yeah, he pretty much went on the world tour over in 6. And then,
Oh, yeah.
Whoop, there it was.
Oh yeah, easily accessible. Didn't need a bomb wall. Didn't need a key. It was just an open door. Just take a right.
I got the Triforce out of 6 at 4 minutes and was very sad when I found out that I had to come back.
Yeah, and I mean, because you cleared out 7 as well, so PirateSheep saw the Triforce in 7 and boogied. But that 7 was tiny. Like, that 7 was 2/3 of the room count of 6.
Yeah,
so I
didn't feel like a bad dig of 7.
No, when we were talking about it when we knew that it was between 6 and 7 for bow. And I said I would have gone to 7 first just because of size, and Pirate had seen half the rooms maybe at that point to get to the Triforce.
My lizard brain just went 6. 6 is a lower number, so I'm going there.
6 is a lower number, yeah.
Because I don't think I saw anything in 7. I think the Triforce is like 1 or 2 rooms in, and I grabbed it and bolted because I had the recorder. Same thing with 8. Like, I didn't dig anything in 8 or 7.
I mean, that 8 was amazing. You go to the one-off segment, and it's just sitting there for you. It was like two rooms into a transport, and you take it. It's beautiful.
No work needed, yeah.
The thought of, I'm going to take a transport. Oh, I'm in this one room. Chinese.
Yeah. And cUstOm had the knowledge, so his 8 was just the exact same as yours. But he knew that he didn't need an item from there, so... I mean, the 9 play for Silvers sort of come back to haunt you custom from yesterday.
I was gonna say I saw on the tracker that Silvers were 9, so I'm glad that worked out for you, PirateSheep.
It was the custom special. I had a 50-50 shot, and I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, I think because I still had 5. I had the bait. I had the meat to go through 5, and I was not gonna leave 5 without knowing what the item was, just because of. And I told myself, I was like, you can't let what happened on Friday dictate how you play today. But at that point, I knew what everything was just from hints and finding stuff. That I was like, I'm not gonna leave the item behind in 5 in case it's the Silvers in 5 again. So glad they were in 9 this time, because that's the move I like to make.
Yep. The math always maths.
Until it doesn't.
Until it doesn't. 50% of the time, it works every time.
That's what I tell myself. It's like, even if it's like 33, 60, it's like, no, it's 50-50, man. It's either in there or it's not. That's 50-50 to me,
It's quick maths.
Yeah. No, I try to play the same way every time, because, it's when you start going back and forth that, you're going to feel like you're wrong every time. If you play the same way, it's 50-50. Half the time you're going to be right, half the time you're going to be wrong.
Yep.
But yeah, so with that, PirateSheep moves on to the finals. cUstOm, great run through this tournament.
Thank you.
I've said it many times. Just because it's called a rookie tournament doesn't mean that it's not filled with just amazing runners, and you've showed tremendous skill throughout. So GG's all the way through.
Thank you. Yeah, my goal was top 4, so I'm happy with how I did. I would have liked to have gone on, but I achieved my goal, so I'm happy.
Yeah, and there was talk last night in the chat about a bronze match, if it was interested to you and Artorias. Chat's always looking for ways to get more Zelda action, so
yeah, I'd be down with that.
Yeah, so PirateSheep moving on to the finals. Don't know who you're playing.
I hear he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Maybe trying to scope out, future competition.
Can't believe people scouting in these day and age. Didn't Spygate teach you anything from the Patriots?
No, not at all.
Well, we're saying some harsh things about the Patriots over there. I just want to point that out. all I'm hearing. But for those listening over on the chat side, yeah, that is going to be it's going to be Ratboy and PirateSheep. No time scheduled as of yet, but that's going to be our finals match to close out the Rookie Rumble 3 of 2024. Should be exciting if any of their matches in the semifinals are any indicator.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we have to wait until after Wednesday, but we can work that out. But
We'll chat. I think they want to do it after Wednesday. I think they want to do it on Thursday because they want to do that like free for all. Everybody comes in on the Wednesday race to kind of kick off finals week. But
yeah, we'll work that out. We'll make sure we'll just try to put on a good show for everyone out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, throw it to you guys. PirateSheep or cUstOm, any final thoughts here before we wrap up for the night?
No, I think I said in the pregame chat, I just want a decisive winner in this game. I don't think my heart could have taken another nail biter like it was in game 1. I'm glad we did it, but that was it's entertainment for the fans. It is rough on us.
I have some shout outs I'd like to give since my end runs here. First, I'd like to give a shout out to Stun. Last summer, I did the first Master Apprentice Battle Royale, and he was the one that I was teamed up with, and he really helped me get good at the game. He helped lay the foundation for me to be a somewhat competent player. He helped me how to approach dungeons, the Ganon fight, overworld routing. So I don't think I could have made this run without the knowledge that he imparted on me. I also want to give a shout out to Melchior and the rest of the tournament admins. This was a lot of fun to do. I really loved the flag set. I loved starting with the sword, starting with the bombs. I also liked No Heart Shuffle, so it was a really fun flag set to play. So thank you for putting this together. SpeedGaming and all the commentators and and all the trackers for giving us a stage. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. I know my wife and my best friend liked watching my matches, so that's who I want to give my next shout out to, my best friend Borg and my wife Elise. Thank you for watching and supporting me. I love you guys. And then just a general shout out to the Z1R community, all the people who do pickup races, all the late night crew guys, and just all the people who are willing to help others out. I was doing a pickup race, and Antlers 44 was watching, and he told me that after you fail a screen scroll, you have to reset it. I didn't know that. He completely helped me make my screen scrolling a lot more efficient. I asked in one of the Discord channels, hey, does anyone have a video to do a reverse C clip? And TA909, the reigning back-to-back Z1R world champion, quickly threw together a video demonstrating it and explaining the mechanics. So I've really enjoyed being a part of this community, and I'm not done. You'll see more of me. I love this game, and I'll be participating in the SGL online tournament coming up soon. So thank you, everyone.
No, that's awesome. We're glad to see you enjoying it, and always happy to have new runners sticking around. I'm sure there's a bunch of us that aren't going anywhere. We're just getting started. But with that, Neil, you want to take us home for the night?
Yeah, I'll close this out, and I will give my first off my thank yous to ThePirateSheep and to cUstOm. Great run, guys. I made sure to put the link over in chat, or prompt SpeedGaming to put the link in chat. Chat, follow the runners. They do this for all these great reasons. cUstOm had a great heartfelt moment of the people watching them and the excitement and all. But these people are also doing it a lot for your entertainment. Feel free to give them a follow. It's a great way to ensure that we have people going through and doing this again and again and again to make sure that this community is continuing to thrive and support. Big shout out to Diesel Pilot. Thank you for doing tracking. Excellent work today and keeping us honest and tracking things above and beyond what we see here on the screen. And then my last big thank you is to SpeedGaming for doing all of the restream activities. It makes sure that the Zelda 1 Randomizer community gets out there in front of others. And lastly, Ratboy. It was a pleasure doing commentary with you and a pleasure working with you here as always. Looking forward to your games coming up in the next few days.
Yeah, always a pleasure, Neil.
With that being said, thank you everybody, and have a great rest of the night.
Take care.